Welcome back students to our class. We were dealing with the portion that was muscles. Today we will go with the types of muscles. Yesterday or day before yesterday also we have done with the three types of muscles we were having. That is, the first one is skeletal muscle. Second is smooth or non-straighted. Smooth. This is also known as a straighted muscle. Smooth muscles. That is non-straighted. And finally the third one is the cardiac muscle. Can you be able to say what the cardiac word stands for? Cardiac particularly we use for the portion of heart. So this cardiac is a involuntary muscle. These both are involuntary muscles and only this one is the voluntary muscles. 2 days before we did now epithelial muscles. Exoepithelial muscles are designed for the skeletal muscles, whereas the myothelial muscles are for the cardiac and the smooth muscles. So cardiac muscles are related to the heart part. Now let's go and see what the straighted muscles are having their portions. First we will deal with the skeletal or the straighted muscles. The straighted muscles form body flesh and about 80% of the body's tissue. So it is consisting of 80% of body tissue. Means what? Our whole body is having the skeletal framework, and the skeleton from the top, that is from the brain to the toe, every part is having the muscular activities attached, that is known as the skeletal muscles or the straighten. These are voluntary in action, means totally in the command of brain or the nervous system. Brain is commanding each and everything. Brain is saying the power, walk, we start walking. Brain is giving the signal, we have to stand up, we are standing from our position. So this is for the skeletal muscle. Location. Straightened muscles are found in the limbs, body wall, tongue, pharynx. Now let's come one by one, we will discuss the all. Straightened muscles. Number 1, straightened muscles. Found in limbs for our movement, body wall, that is the coelomic cavity, tongue, pharynx is the gut, and the beginning of esophagus. These work under the control of our will, so they are called the voluntary muscles. These are named as voluntary muscles. These are mostly attached to the skeleton because the all framework which the body is consisting of, working of, is due to the skeletal system. So we are ready for that. Now structure. This was the location. Now come to the structure. Structure of the skeletal muscle is, see, it is like this. It is having the oriented body part, having the straight stripes all around. If we talk about the femur, radius, ulna, the long bone, the longest bone of our body is the femur. Femur, we are having these types of thigh muscles. We can say the thigh muscles having the straighted stripes without any disturbances. And these muscles are having the sarcolemma cells. If we will draw in a rectangular pattern, what we will get? We will get like this format. So it is associated, arranged in a pattern. It is having a particular arrangement, a particular pattern to be drawn. This is done. These are, when we will see, this is the sarcolemma cells. I told you 2 days before, wherever the sarcolemma is used means it is the muscular cells. Now, it is having the bands. These dark structures are known as the myofibril, and the spotty white structures are known as the light band. Light band, myofibril, the cell of the muscular cells, we did with it. So this is the structure. Now come one by one, we have to discuss with the each and every structure. Each muscle fiber is a long, unbranched cylindrical cell. I made it. It is having the cylindrical composition. If we will talk about for the femur, that is the thigh bone, we are having the cylindrical structure. Same here. Blunt ends and 10 to 100 mu thick. So the measurement is 10 to 100 mu thick. It is the thickness. Whereas the longevity will be 10 to 40 centimeter long. It consists of thin outer elastic membrane known as sarcolemma. Elastic outer membrane, sarcolemma cells, which encloses in a multinucleate sarcoplasm. Sarcoplasm contains glycogen granules. I told you that is all the carbohydrated lipids and all muscular activities. Our belly fat gets stumped out. Our arms and pits get stumped out. Why? Because of these deposition of glycogen, the deposition of lipids. So these all are over there. And numerous mitochondria. Why mitochondria? Because mitochondria generate energy. Any of the activity we go for, we need the necessity to be in energetic form. And mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, we all know. And what the powerhouse means, it generates electricity. Electricity in the sense what? Not the electric house. Electricity in the sense of energy, in the conservation and in the release of energy. That it does. These are tightly packed in parallel bundles. I told you, when we are making the separate structure, it is in the parallel form. It is having these types of structure all around. Or if we will go here also, they are having the parallel structure all around. Now, myofibrils. What myofibrils? Myofibrils from the contractile apparatus of the muscle fiber. Each myofibril is about, myofibril structure is 0.1 mu meter in diameter and has transverse striation in the form of alternate dark and light band. So what happened? Those which are dark, we are naming it as the myofibrils. Those which are in the white structure, blank structure, that is known as the light bands. These are also known as cross bands. Because of these striations, these muscles are called striated or striped muscles. So this is the reason. Having the parallel particular bands in the form of dark and light patches due to myofibril cells and sarcolemma cells, it is known as the striated or striped muscles. Now, dark bands. The dark bands refract light differently in different planes. So they are called anisotropic or A bands. These strapped structures are also known as A bands or anisotropic band. Anisotropic band. So this is what we did. Each A band has in the middle a light zone termed as Hensen's line. It is having a gap. That gap is known as Hensen's line or H zone. A narrow dark M line or M band passes through the middle of H zone. A narrow line is passing through the H zone. Myosin filaments are thickened by M bands. Now, what the light bands exist for? Light bands are isotropic, but the dark bands were anisotropic. That is having the same refractive index in all planes. Wheresoever we will reflect it, it will give the same look, same the attraction will be. It will not diffract or detect into any different particular color or different region. It will be in the same particular position. So, same is the zone. Each I band crosses through its middle by a thin dark membrane called Z band or Crosset's membrane. This membrane passes through the across and are having the sarcolemmas to be joined up. These light bands, dark bands gets joined at that position, that is in the Z-like zone. Understood? Now last, The portion of myofibrils between two adjacent Z lines is called sarcomere. It functions as a contractile unit. On both sides of Z line, sarcolemma is invaginated in tubules. Wherever the Z lines are there, it is getting invaginated into the tubular form. It is getting shortened or it is getting narrower. These fractile transportation of nutrients and signals for the microfibrils and the sarcolemma cells. Today we did with it. Tomorrow we will go with the myofibril structures and its cells. So, students, for today, stated muscles you will go for the structure of myofibrils, dark and light bands. Thank you.